Hello, everyone. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. I'll be with you in a minute. Yeah. So, anyways, Churchill cigar. I'm just doing the. All right. There we go. Okay. So, anyways. Okay. Classic TV shows, music and memories. Blah blah blah. All right. There we go. Classic TV. There we go. Classic TV. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Welcome. Hello, Larry. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Here we go. Pop culture. Yep. I'm just doing a bit of sharing here. All right. There we go. Okay. It is Sunday, October 1st, 2023, and okay. All right. Bongos and congas. All right, there we go. Okay, all right. So, and I just got to get this out of the way. We love the Dukes of Hazzard fans. All right, yeah, friends. All right. So, anyways, all right. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. Hey, Sue, Larry, how's it going? I'm just doing a bit of sharing here before I give you guys my full attention. All right, so, okay, yeah, John Denver. All right, so we got like, all right, so as long as we do that, all right. Blogger's blog, all right, blogger, okay. Share your blog post. Blogging for beginners, right on. Rubick's, that's another thing. Rubik's Cube. All right, so yeah, all right, well, wait. Rubik's Cube, there we go, speed cuting. All right, birthdays. All right, so yeah, whoops. Today's birthdays. Birthday. All right. Today's birthday notifications. Okay, birthday song. Birthday club. All right. Fuck. Upcoming birthdays. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. And Larry, Jason, Susan, Debbie. There we. Oh man, everyone's here. You just got to give me a minute here. All right, so, okay, classic, all right, classic and country music lovers, all right, classic TV shows and series, classic TV fun group, all right, so yeah, okay, so anyways, here we go, okay, there we are, all right. So, yeah, how's it going, everyone? Big Jims Blogcast Live here. All right, so anyways, come on. All right. Okay, so, yeah. There we are. Okay. All right. Okay, hold on here. Now I'm gonna. All right. So. All right. So yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, there we are. I'm gonna. That's handy. All right, everyone. So. Okay. Oh, come on. Share now, public. Share to your story, public. There we are. All right. So yeah, there we are. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, welcome. Yeah. Welcome everyone to Big Jim Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 267, Sunday, October 1st, 2023. All right. So let's see. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. I'll give you my intro. For anybody who's like new here. Welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267, Big Jim Blogcast Live. It is Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Big Jim Blogcast Live airs Sundays on Facebook and the occasional Fridays and Wednesdays. We're in our 5th year as Big Jim Blogcast Live debuted back in 2019. No, sorry, 2018. Big Jim Blogcast Live does craft beer reviews like this one. Over 200 and counting, 250. Tonight's craft beer is Holy Roller by Toboggan Brewing in London, Ontario, Canada. I will give that like an opener. We pair it off. Yeah, we do craft beer reviews from breweries right here in Sarnia, across Ontario, across Canada. We pair it with a nice cigar. Tonight, I'm not going to go with the traditional Gurkha. I'm going to go with like this one. This is like Monte Carlo Habana, which I'll light up right now. All right, look. Excuse me. Those can be lethal sometimes. So this is like, we pair our craft beers up with like, this is a Monte Carlo Habana Cuban cigar. I got that from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. And we also pair it off with like, we have a nice spirit tonight, Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. So yeah. So anyways, so a little bit about Big Jim Blogcast Live before we get into this. We talk about classic movies, classic TV, classic sci-fi, classic pro wrestling. We're going to cube the Rubick this year. Classic rock this week in Van Halen history. Local events near you. Countdowns, birthday shoutouts to our friends. Retro classic. Oh yeah, bongo solos. I got one. All right. I may have a bit of a cough tonight, but anyways, yeah, retro, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. So yeah, like that, liking. All right. So, all right, we talk. All right. So Big Jim Blogcast Live is seen in the U.S. and Canada, and also worldwide from the U.K., Australia, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, and so on. Thank you for watching. Turn us on and tune us in and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned. They're off limits. Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listing platforms are listening to your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to you watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia Rock supporting Sarnia 2.0, all like the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups, all the craft beer, cigars, Star Wars groups. Oh yeah, fuck, that's another thing. Pro wrestling, blog, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, John Denver, Dukes of Hazzard, Jake Roberts. Anyways, I'm going to give you my disclaimer too, so if you hold on here. Okay, let's see. All right. Star Wars, if we could Star Wars. All So yes. All right. So anyways, all right. And so, all right. Well, what's the other one here that I forgot? Okay. Pro. Everything pro wrestling. Pro wrestling page. Old school pro wrestling. All right. Pro wrestling experts. All right. Jake. Snake Roberts. Pick your poison. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I may say a few bad, dirty words tonight. Wendy, how are you? Great. Good. Glad to see everybody out here. Now, all right. Yeah. So I may say a few bad, dirty words tonight, like shit, damn, screw, fuck. If you hear one of those, go grab a Kleenex, go to your safe space, and go to a corner. So I'm going to apologize now, though. Those might slip out. So anyways, yeah. All right. So anyways, what we got on tap for tonight? All right. So we're going to get to some, like, we will get to some, like, we'll get to the craft beer, as I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. We'll cube the Rubick. I'm going to do this, like, 3 times tonight. I'm going to try and get a full blue side in 3 times. We'll do some countdowns, local events. We'll talk about the 1977 George Burns, John Denver movie, Oh God. We're doing, okay, this is the final season of the Dukes of Hazzard. Where is it? You'll probably, all right, yeehaw! Okay, so that's going to go across your screen all night long. It's on season 7, the final 7 of the Dukes of Hazzard. We'll go over the past 7 seasons, a retrospective, what went wrong, what went right. We'll do part 2 on Jake the Snake Roberts. We'll talk about Star Wars SandCrawlers, Rockstar Plane Crashes, John Denver, a classic album by John Denver, An Evening with John Denver, and This Week in Van Halen History. All right, so let's get going here. Let's do a bongo solo. Boom. All right, so yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to get into this now. I've got my, all right, so tonight's craft beer, and I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. It's called Holy Roller. It is by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. Now, I give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So, anyways, as I'm pouring it, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I've got their glass here. It's very light, light tasting. So, you know, there we go. Toboggan Brewing Company. That reminds me, hold on here a sec. Toboggan Brewing Company. Send in messenger. Okay. All right. Okay, I will send that. Whoops. Toboggan Brewing. All right, there we go. Just sent it. All right. All right. So, anyways, minimize that. All right. So, anyways, as you may have, like, all right. So, it is called Holy Roller. Now, Holy Roller sits in Memorial Park. It generate a portion of the sales are going to the preservation of the Holy Roller and supporting our Canadian veterans. So it's for a good cause. So like I said, I'm trying this for the very first time tonight. Not bad. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. Now I'm going to go over. All right. So anyways, I'm going to go over my beer rating system with you guys, like craft beer rating system. Here it is. From out of 10, okay, it goes outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible to awful, So, anyways, yeah. Yeah, so it there you go. I don't use fancy words like fancy phrases like, well, I think this beer is very exquisite taste. No, I just go with my gut on it. So, anyways, Toboggan, trying it for the very first time tonight. A clean, crisp aftertaste to it. It takes me like all through the blogcast to get a readout on it. So, yeah. And, yeah, like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So, what do you think I'm going to rate it? A 10? A 9? A 4? A 6? Stay tuned. So, anyways, here we go. All right. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right. So, yeah, the General's going to be flying through the air. All blogcast long here. Got a good cigar. It is like a Monte Carlo Habana, Cuban. I got that from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. And tonight, accompanying the craft beer and cigars, Crown Royal Vanilla. So I have that on the rocks. All right. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Well, okay. With back to the craft beer here. So, like I said, I give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So, I'm going to top this puppy up. Very light texture, light flavor to it. Like, yeah, definitely good. Doesn't really, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Doesn't really reach out and, grab your throat. So, so anyways, yeah. All right. So we'll put that right here. I brought back up. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Okay. So wipe that off. Okay. So, all right. Oh, what's happening here? No. No. All right. All right. So there we go. All right. And, oh, yeah. All right. So I wanted to, before we get started here, I wanted to tell you guys about this. This is called the Growler. You can pick this up in any craft beer brewery in Ontario and any LCBO. It's your Ontario craft beer guide. It's only $3, and it tells you all about gives you the up-to-date information on all the craft breweries in Ontario, Canada. Yeah, so pick it up. Guaranteed, it's going to have the craft brewery near you, wherever you are in Ontario. So there you go. All right. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and if you're at a candy store, watch for these. These are your. All right. These are your craft beer lollipops. One is chocolate stout, one's pale ale. I haven't opened them up yet, but maybe I should one of these days. All right, bongo solo. Boom. All right, and yeah. So all right, it is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 267, Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Thanks everybody for watching. We've got a bunch of people out here tonight. Larry, Ann, Jason, Debbie, Susan, Wendy. All right. Fuck yeah. All right. Yeehaw! All right. There we go. There's the General flying through the air. All right. So, okay. So anyways, yeah. All right. So we'll get to some birthday shout-outs, but first of many, I've got the Rubik's Cube here. I'm going to take it from its Big Jims Blogcast Live mug. Now, this is the first of many three tries tonight. So what I'm going to do, what I've been doing all year long, is trying to get one blue side. Now, for you young people out there under 30 that do not know what this is, this was like a fad in the 80s. This was like this toy sold. This is Rubick's Cube. It was hot in the 80s. Now you got it's all 9 sides. So I'm going to try and get the blue side on 20 turns tonight. So, all right. There we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And did I get a full blue side? No, I did not. So I'm going, this is the first of 3 tries tonight. So anyways, if I don't get it all, in my last blogcast in, I would say in mid-November, or the last blogcast during the last week of December, I will tear this apart and put it piece by piece and put it back together, all full sides, all full colors, all full sides. So there you go. And you can take my word on that. So anyways, it is that time. Big Jims Blogcast Live. We've only got you're not going to see me next weekend, guaranteed. You're going to see me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 more blogcasts till we shut down for the year. All right. So there we go. Oh yeah. All right. Boom. All right, so we're going to get to some birthday shout-outs now. Oh, yeah. All right. So before we do that, I've got my craft beer here for tonight. It is called Holy Roller. There you go. It is by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. And this can... portion of these sales of this beer is going to go to support Canadian veterans, which is great, awesome. So, definite, clean aftertaste to it. Goes down pretty smoothly. I'm going to start us off by saying this is a really good back deck beer. And so yeah, so back deck, clean taste, starts you off. So there you go. Accompanying it, I've got Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so, okay. All right, good combo there so far. Okay, so yeah. All right, and with a good cigar, Habana. It's a Monte Cristo Habana. All right. So we're going to get to some birthday shout-outs here now. All right. And yeah, birthday shout-outs. All right. From September 25th to October 1st, Bernal Gerber, Shelley Acton, Shen Brecken, Lori Kelly, Paul Staniford, Justin Hayes, Cindy Brown, Kim Jackson, Shannon Van Valkenburg, Vicky Laybourne, Greg Greer, Ryan Brown, Matt Burgess, Tony Vandersdue, Kat McFadden, and Teresa Burke. Happy birthday, everyone, from Big Jims Blogcast Live. And, of course, I hope you guys celebrated your birthdays in style. Happens once a year, so take advantage of it. Get everything you can. Happy birthday, everybody, from Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right. So, yeah. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live. Version 5.0, episode 267. It is Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Thanks for tuning in, ending your weekend with me. Some of us have to go back to work tomorrow, some of us don't. So, all right. So, yeah. Yeehaw! Down. All right. So, yeah. General Lee flying through the air there. Fuck. All right. Okay. So. All right. So yeah. All right. Let's just check out some few of my notifications here. All right. So yeah. Let's see. All right. All right. So yeah. Okay. So there we go. All right. Just checking it out here. There we are. Whoops. All right. So. All right. So yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of likes. Lots of loves. Thank you for doing that. Um, mm, mm. All right. Yeah. Bongo solo. Boom. All right. So, anyways, as we get into some countdowns, we got to get into some countdowns here. All right. Thanksgiving is 8 days away. Halloween is 30 days away. Daylight savings time is 34 days away. Remembrance Day in Canada is 41 days away. Christmas is 85 days away. Boxing Day is 86 days away. And the dreaded winter time, that's 81 days away. So be forewarned. All right, and that is it all for countdowns there. So, yeah, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267. It is Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Yeah, so we're going to get into some local events soon, but we've got our 1977 movie Oh God, starring George Burns and John Denver. The final season of the Dukes of Hazzard. We'll go over a retrospective of that. Yeehaw! The general flying through the air there. All right. So there we go. I'm just sharing this to a few more. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Okay, so all right, just doing a few more sharing. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Okay. So yeah. So thank you for watching. So, anyways, yeah. As long as I can get away with it, yeah. Fuck. All right. So. 80s retro, yeah. Def Leppard rocks our world. All right, so honoring Malcolm Young. All right, so Def Leppard fans. All right, so Aerosmith love, Knight Rider. There we go. All right, so yeah. Okay, here we go. 99 Ways to Die. So, anyways, yeah, seeing all the likes and loves, thank you very much. All right, so before we get going here in the local events, I want to remind everybody tonight that this podcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Plus, I want to give shouts out to you watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Spring Sarnia 2.0. All the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, John Denver groups, classic rock groups. All the craft beer and cigar groups. Sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, your blog groups, your classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, John Denver, Dukes of Hazzard, Jake Roberts, pro wrestling groups. Right on. So, yeah, let's get into our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so, our craft beer for tonight, it is called Holy Roller, and it is by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this for the very first time tonight, so, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. It's good back deck beer, good spring beer. We'll start it off with that. Goes down smoothly. It's a definite do again. And besides this beer, the portion of the sales of this beer are going to go help Canadian veterans. So right on. So, and I'm going to throw out a number out of 10 later on. So, if anybody wants to throw out a number now or later on, feel free to do so. Maybe see if it matches up with mine. So, yeah. I got a good cigar going with it, too. It is a Monte Cristo Habana. All right. So, yeah. All right. Oh, wow. Bongo solo. Boom. All right. Oh. All right. So, yeah. There we go. All right. Yeehaw! All right. That's going to be flying through the screen. A lot tonight. So, anyways, here we go with some like local events. So, for the longest time, a couple of years ago, COVID used to like have a stranglehold on all local events in and around near us and you. The buzzwords were postponed, on hiatus, like canceled, rescheduled. So here we go. Saturday night dances, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Sarnia Legion. They're downstairs. $7 cover charge. They play classic rock and country. They're at 286 Front Street North. Saturday, October 7th, 9 p.m. Beer Store Money. Great band. They're going to play their Hibernation show at the Twisted Arm in Sarnia. $5 at the door. Saturday, October 21st, 8 p.m. Smile and Wave. It's an 80s pop tribute at Rustick in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Saturday, November 25th. 8 p.m. The Motley Dudes is a tribute to Motley Crue at Rustick. Saturday, October 14th. 7 p.m. Practically Hip at Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse. Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse, a great brewery right there. They've got lots of winning beers there. 1330 Exmouth. Tickets, simpletix.com. Saturday, October 7th, 8 p.m. Maiden Canada. Iron Maiden tribute at Rustick. Tickets, www.ticketscene.ca. Friday, October 20th, 7:30 p.m. at Imperial City Brewhouse. The Rhythm Junkies. It's no cover, free. Saturday, October 22nd, 12 p.m. at the Dante Club is the Spooktacular Halloween Market. Trick or treats, costumes, shopping. It's free entry. Saturday, February 10th, 2024, 6 p.m. Hearts for Youth Gala, Back to the 80s event by Sarnia Rebound, Sarnia Lambton Rebound at Sunbridge Hotel in Point Edward, Ontario. 1498 Venetian Boulevard. It's an all 80s party. Friday, October 20th, the Sarnia Psychic and Crystal Fair by Galaxy Psychic Fairs. Runs October 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the Quality Inn, 751. It's in the Quality Inn. It's in Point Edward. Entry is $10. It could be astrologers, palm readers, mediums, psychics, and it runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So there you go. And that's all it for local events here. So, all right, boom. All right, bongo solo there. All right. Yeehaw! Da-na-na-na-na-na. General Lee flying through the air. So, all right. All right. Promised myself I wouldn't do that tonight. Giving a big hawk or a big. If I don't worry. If I I had a whooping cough, but I have pretty much licked it. So if you see me going into a whooping cough, don't panic. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah, like that. All right. Ooh. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So as we get to our classic movie for tonight, it is called, oh God. All right. So I've got it on right now on YouTube. So, yeah, and there's another picture of it. Now, it was released October 7th, 1977. The cast was George Burns as God, John Denver as Jerry Landers. This might well be a triple shot John Denver night tonight. Terry Carr as Bobby Landers, John Denver is Jerry Landers' assistant supermarket manager. Donald Pleasance as Dr. Harmon. William Daniels as George Summers. And David Ogden Stiers as Mr. McCarthy. Now, the premise of oh my God, God, as an old man appears to assistant supermarket manager Jerry Landers, and he tells Jerry he's chosen him to be his messenger in the modern world. Jerry tells his wife, kids, and the religious editor of the LA Times, and he soon becomes a national icon. God appears to Jerry many times and gives him advice. All right. Jerry appears on TV, and few people try to discredit him, as he is sued by a preacher that God told to tell Jerry to call him a fraud. Jerry goes to court to prove God's existence. God appears and is sworn in. Does a few card tricks, and as he leaves the stand, disappears before everyone. But he says, it can work if you find it hard to believe in me. If you find it hard to believe in me, maybe it'll help to know that I believe in you. So God's voice doesn't appear on the court tape recording or the stenography recording. So after this, Jerry meets up with God, who is going to spend some time with animals. Jerry has lost his job, but God tells him, oh, there's other supermarkets. Lose a job, save a world. So God says he isn't coming back, and Jerry asks him what to do if he wants to talk to him. God says, I'll tell you what. You talk, I'll listen. So there we go. Excuse me. So there it is, and there's a few more. There's John Denver and George Burns, principal cast. So, and I did post several clips of the movie, scenes from the movie, and the trailer on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So look for it, like it. Boom. There's like a bongo solo right there. All right. So, yeah, a funny movie. Spawned 3 sequels. Oh God, Book 2. Oh God, You Devil. All right. All right. Good cigar here. Is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267, Sunday, October 1st, 2023. All right. Excuse me. We've got our craft beer going. It's accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Or no, Crown Royal Vanilla. Sorry, Crown Royal Vanilla. Yeah, so, okay, let's see this. All right. Oh, yeah, good combo here. All right. So, yeah, tonight's craft beer is called Holy Roller by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. Good, crisp, clean. Portion of these sales of Holy Roller will go to help out Canadian veterans. It's a good back deck beer. And like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here, sticking around, feel free to throw it a number out of 10. So it's all about audience participation here at Big Jims Blogcast Live, along with a good cigar. It is a Monte Cristo Habana. I got that from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. All right, so yeehaw! Now we get to, all right. All right. So, anyways, we get to the final season of the Dukes of Hazzard. All right. So here we go. Okay. So it's the final season of Dukes of Hazzard, season 7. Season 7 premiered September 21st, 1984 to February 8th, 1985. 17 episodes. We got the principal cast here. I'm gonna lay out all the. All right. So where are we at here? All right. So, okay. All right. So yeah, it's called the Dukes of Hazzard. All right. So. All right. So this is the principal cast right here. All right. So the cast for season 7: John Schneider is Bo Duke. Tom Wopat is Luke Duke. Catherine Bach is Daisy Duke. Denver Pyle is Uncle Jesse Duke. James Best is Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane. Sorrel Book is Boss Hogg. Shunny Schroyer is Deputy Enos Strait. And Waylon Jennings, the Balladeer. All right. So, okay. So the final season, Dukes of Hazzard, CBS puts Dukes of Hazzard again for the last time in the Friday night 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. time slot, September 21st, 1984. Yeah, this is, I've got like the complete collection. Oh, yeah, okay. Of the Dukes of Hazzard here, the box set. So, all right. Now, I'll admit I had to go back and rewatch like season 7 and season 6 before that because, like I said, I was a kid. I was like 14 years old. I didn't want to stay home Friday nights. Nobody did at our age. So I had to go back and rewatch, and it was like, oh my God. I mean, so what led to the decline of the Dukes? I will go get into that. All right. So, anyways, key episodes in season 7. All right. So we got Happy Birthday, General Lee. Welcome, Waylon Jennings. Episode 2. Waylon Jennings finally appears on TV. After this, after they keep going with like this, they finally show his face on TV. So, it's Happy Birthday, General Lee. We've got like, just like Peach Cream at the church picnic, nothing lasts forever. Yep, this is the Duke's 7th and final leg. The last ride of the Duke boys. So we're going to open this up. All right, so season 7, there we go. You've got all the cast members on the back here. We've got like the special features on season 7. The disc, Remembering the Outlaw, a tribute to Waylon Jennings. Good Old Boys music video, the making of the music video. As we go through Happy Birthday, General Lee. Welcome, Waylon Jennings. Like I said, key episodes here. All right. So, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Duke. Luke Duke goes evil. Robot P. Coltrane. This is one of the most cringeworthy episodes. Roscoe loses his sheriffing job to a robot. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Duke. Duke's in Hollywood. Cool Hand, Luke and Bo. Cale Yarborough comes to Hazzard. He was a race car driver, famous race car driver. Sitting Dukes. Strange Visitor Hazzard, a UFO, alien. I'm not going to, like I said, Enos and Daisy's wedding. Those were the watchable episodes of it. So the guest stars for season 7. Let me see if I can go over here and find these. All right. So anyways, yeah. Now, all right. So let's see here. All right. So the guest stars for season 7, you had Janie Fricke, Shannon Tweed, Waylon Jennings, Audrey Landers, John Matuszak, Barry Van Dyke, James Avery from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, legendary character actor Byron James, Morgan Woodward, Dennis Haskins from Saved by the Bell, Judson Scott, Dennis Berkeley, Kevin Peter Hall. Let's see here if we can all right. So anyways, Judson Scott, you know him from The Phoenix. All right. Better there. That's one of the guest stars there. Um, all right, so yeah. All right, so anywho, we'll just put that right there. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Like I said, this is Duke's last season on the air for the 84-85 season, and it's going to be the last one. What led to a decline? So, all right. Yeehaw! All right. All right. Excuse me. There, got that out. So here we go with like season 7. Now, all right. So Friday night, this particular season, I'll point out to you guys. Here's like the schedule, the Friday night schedule. Dukes went on. All right, as you can see, we have like. All right, there's the prime times TV schedule right here. Dukes of Hazzard season 7. Over on NBC, you had V, the series. ABC, you had Benson and Webster. Both shows, due to their newness, were like beating out the Dukes of Hazzard. So, yeah, you had like Benson and Webster, and then V, the series. So, all right, and yeah, so both of them were like trouncing the Dukes in the ratings. So, I mean, but it was. All right, so I'll put this back over here. Let's see. So by the numbers, the Dukes ended season 7 with like 13 million viewers with a rank of 41. Yeah. So more on that. So Celebrity Speed Trap over the years they had. So since this is a Duke retrospective, they had Hoy Axton, Donna Fargo, Freddie Fender, the Oak Ridge Boys, Roy Orbison, Buck Owens, Johnny Paycheck, Mel Tillis, Donnie West, Tammy Wynette, and of course Waylon Jennings in their Celebrity Speed Trap in the Boar's Nest. So yeah, there's like Loretta Lynn there. She appeared on one of the episodes of the Dukes of Hazzard. So, but the damage was done in like. Season 5, when you had, of course, Coy and Vance come on. As you very well know, I'm not going to get into the backstory of, as every fan knows of the Dukes of Hazzard, every Dukes of Hazzard fan knows what happens behind the scenes with like John Schneider and Tom Wopat. They had a lawsuit against like Warner Brothers with like, they weren't getting their fair share of the merchandise, and Coy and Vance were replacements, but they came back mid-season, but the damage was already done there. So, in season 5, so, all right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, there we go. Yeah. So, keep showing my face. Oh, yeah, and here's another picture of, like, Bo and Luke with like Waylon, and yeah, there we go. The principal cast of the Dukes of Hazzard. All right, best supporting character. Like it's estimated. All right, so with the Cars, with like yeehaw, with the General Lee, the Cars estimated. Warner Brothers must have the show must have totaled 250 to 350 cars. They were used during production, destroyed. The General Lee, you had like Uncle Jesse's Ford F1 pickup, Daisy Duke's white Jeep CJ7, Boss Hogg's 1970 Cadillac DeVille. Best side characters: Lulu Coltrane Hogg, Huey Hogg. The ratings. Okay, well, as we go over... All right. I'm getting thirsty here. So, the ratings for Dukes, season 1, they started off as like a top 20 show. season 1 in 1978-79. Season 2, 1979-1980, it became a top 10 show, ranking 36 million viewers. 1980-81, they were a number 2 show, ranked. They were a number 2 show. Season 4, they were ranked number 6. Season 5, they slid down to like number 34, and then that's where the downhill, like. Basically, I stopped watching it. To be honest, I stopped watching the Dukes of Hazzard at that time. And I think most of everybody my age did too, because you didn't want to stay at home on Friday nights. You wanted to go out and party. Yeah, I think it's what happened is that I outgrew, most people my age outgrew the Dukes of Hazzard. Like I said, I had to go back and rewatch Season 6 and Season 7. Season 6 fared no better. It had a rank of like 36 out of like 100 shows. Number Season 7, no different. Number 41, ranked 41 out of like, out of the top 100. And yeah, the Dukes were on borrowed network time at this point. Friday nights, networks, like if you want networks, the Friday night time slot, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. If a network wants to get rid of a long-running show, they call that the Friday night death slot. So if a network wants to get rid of a long-running show, they put it on Friday nights. They send it out to die so they can give a justification to cancel such show, as happened with the Dukes of Hazzard. So, yeah, and it was time too, because they were running out of ideas. So, yeah, like I said, and it was a fun farewell. So don't worry, but there were a bunch of reunion shows after this one. So, all right, and I did post. So yeah, so out of like they had by the numbers, one spin-off, Enos, which was all right. So okay, so anyways, yeah, they had a spin-off, Enos. They had like. John Schneider did a movie during there called Eddie Macon's Run, and he also like had like his own like he recorded an album. So during that time, so yeah, career retrospective for the Dukes. All right, and yeah, it helped that it was this like Dallas. It was on right after. It was the Friday night lineup of like Dukes, Dallas, and then Falcon Crest. Especially when Dallas has Who Shot JR episodes. Any show that came before and after that, before the Dukes of Hazzard, benefited from it. So yeah. So but here the Dukes' time was up. So yeehaw! All right. Excuse me. So. All right. And I did post season 7 highlights and the final episode. I did post season highlights and the final episode and interviews with the cast members on the final Dukes of Hazzard. Check it out. I posted on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, all right. Good cigar here going. Monte Cristo Habana. All right, as we put the Dukes of Hazzard to bed. All right, boom. Bongo solo there for everybody. All right. So, all right. So yeah. But who among us at 14 or 15 wanted to stay home Friday nights and watch TV? I did. I wanted to go out with my friends and party. So yeah. All right. All right. So yeah. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 267, Sunday, October 1st, 2023. I am going to, before we get to our Jake Roberts part 2, Jake the Snake Roberts, I'm going to cube the Rubick for the second time tonight. This is my blue side. I'm going to try and get a full blue side on 20 turns. So, all right. Bongo. All right, there we go. Drum roll, bongo roll there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And did I get it? No, I did not. So this is the second attempt tonight. I'll do this one more time tonight, and if I don't get it, in my last blogcast in like either November or the last week of December, I will tear this apart on air, piece by piece, and I will put it back to its all full colors, all full 9 sides. So there we go. I'll just put it back in the big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right. So yeah, bongo solo, boom. All right. Okay. Yeah. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267, Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. My craft beer for today, I've got a good cigar going with it. It's accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. And I did bring backup. All right. So, yeah. Backup. I'm going to top it up. It is called Holy Roller by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. I've even got one of their glasses here. Top this baby up. All right. So, yeah. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Damn good. Good, crisp, clean taste to it. No unpleasant aftertaste. There we go. There's the texture to it. A portion of these beers, sales of this beer, is going to go to supporting Canadian veterans, which is good. I'm going to start us off. This is a good spring beer, good spring and summer beer, good back deck beer, back deck barbecue beer. Yeah, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. But you know what? When I do these craft beer reviews, I don't use fancy words like, well, it's basically a very exquisite, high-tasting, highbrow beer. I don't do that. I just go with my gut, and my gut says it's a very good beer. A definite do again. And I give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, you might want to throw out a number like a lot of people do. See if it matches up with mine. So, anyways, yeah. So, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267, Sunday, October 1st, 2023. I want to reiterate that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms or your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shout out to be watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups tonight. Sarnia rocks. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. All the pop culture, retro classic, nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, John Denver groups. All the craft beer, cigars. Star Wars, sci-fi. Pro wrestling groups, all the blog groups, all the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, John Denver, Dukes of Hazzard, Jake Roberts, right on. So, as we get to, all right, so anyways, yeah, all right, we get to this guy. All right, we get to this guy tonight, Jake the Snake Roberts. All right, so it was like a couple of weekends ago that the girlfriend and I went to Comic-Con in London, and I got my photograph taken with Jake. and nice guy. I met up with him and Lou Ferrigno. I talked with him, talked with like Jake the Snake Roberts for about 20 minutes. This is part 2 of his career retrospective. All right, and there he is with like either Damien or Lucifer. All right, so yeah. Okay, so anyways, all right, so yeah, so anyways, all right, there we go. So as I covered part 1, his career, how he started out in his career in the WWE. Now he was released from WWE in 1992, released from his contract after he was promised a writing position, didn't fall through. He signs with WCW to work with his father, Grizzly Smith, but he had to wait 90 days as he had no compete clause in his WWE contract. So, all right, so yeah, there we go. He signed a huge contract with under WCW head at the time, Kip Fry, and after 87 days, Kip Fry quit WCW, and he was replaced by Bill Watts, who cut Jake's contract in more than half. Like, it went from $3 million to $200,000 a year. Excuse me. Watts held a grudge with Jake back when they were working together at Mid-South Wrestling. When Bill Watts was in charge of Mid-South Wrestling and Jake was wrestling there. A little bit of a grudge. Jake left without notice for the WWE. His first WCW show, August 2nd, 1992 in Baltimore, Maryland, at a main event taping. He feuds with like Sting, Marcus Bagwell, this guy, and Dustin Rhodes. Feuds with like Sting, Marcus Bagwell, Dustin Rhodes. His first major pay-per-view was Halloween Havoc at 1992 in a coal miner's glove match against Sting. Bill Watts banned Jake from bringing his snake to ringside. He was supposed to compete in the WCW King of Cable tournament against Dustin Rhodes, but left WCW in 1993. So 1993, 1994, he went on an independent. He goes on a tour of the independent wrestling promotions. All right, so he in an Australian tour, he defeated Don Morocco for the American Wrestling Federation title. He competes for New Japan Pro Wrestling. He competes in the Mexican AAA League and feuds with Conan. He loses a hair versus hair match against Conan. 1994, he returns to the U.S. and competes in Jim Cornette's Smoky Mountain Wrestling and wins the Smoky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight title from Tony Anthony. Jake no-showed a bunch of those events, and the title was awarded back to Tony Anthony. Jake Roberts takes a hiatus for most of 1995, but he returns to the WWE in the 1996 Royal Rumble. So that's part 3 of that'll be next week. Part 3 of Jake the Snake Roberts. I did post several of his matches at WCW. Interviews, promos and interviews. Look for them. All right. So, anyways, okay. So, all right. There we go. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Look for it. Yeah, like I said, I had fun at that, like, London Comic Con. So, as I talked with, like, Jake Roberts, I did ask him about, like, about if any animal rights groups ever came after him in the WWE for, like, the treatment of the snakes and all that. And he just, like, he was a soft-spoken man. So, and he just said, yeah, there were a few of them, but Vince and I took care of them, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked him about his feuds, like Randy Savage, The Ultimate Warrior, Rick Martel, and Ricky Steamboat. So, good career retrospective. So, part 3 will be next weekend. So, yeah. All right. Boom. Bongo solo there. All right. Yeehaw! All right, the General Lee flying through the air. So, all right. Okay. Mm. Mm. All right. Oh yeah. Had to relight that cigar. This is a Monte Cristo Habana from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. I changed it up at the last minute. I like these ones. They're very good tasting. Mm. Mm. All right. Bongo solo. Boom. All right. So yeah. My craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. It's called damn good. All right, really good. Okay, the craft beer for tonight, it is called Holy Roller by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Crisp, clean, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Very good beer. Definite do again. So I'm going to give it a 10 rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to do so. Yeah, it's a good spring and summer beer. And I'll most likely expand on that during the blogcast. So yeah, it's a good back deck beer, good barbecue beer. So yeah, and a portion of these, if you buy this beer, a portion of these sales will go to helping Canadian veterans. So going to top that up. All right, Holy Roller by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. Yeah. So So you want to stick around? I'm going to give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, throw in a number. Feel free to do so. All right. So, all right. As we get to our sci-fi portion of the, we've got SandCrawlers. So, all right. So yeah, fuck. Don't these look cool? All right. I wish I had one myself, but these were in the original Star Wars movie. All right. So they were manufactured by the Corellia Mining Corporation at a cost of 50,000 credits. So they don't come cheap. The length was 40 meters. The height was 20 meters in length. So small, about the size of a small apartment building. Its maximum speed was 30 kilometers per hour. You can see the wheels on that. SandCrawlers were a type of mobile refining, smelting, mining vehicle. It would hold a crew of 50 or a crew of 100 Jawas. It had a cargo capacity of 1,500 droids. So, and it has a nuclear fusion reactor and huge multiple tracks and scrap processing facilities. This up here was the cockpit. So now you could, if you had one, repurpose it to your natural environment. Like let's say Tatooine, the SandCrawlers were left behind by mining companies, deserted, abandoned. The Jawas repurposed them to suit their needs. It also has a big magnetic suction tube that quickly sucks up scrap, droids, etc. into the cargo holds. So that doesn't come cheap though. This is 50 grand in credits in the Star Wars universe. So yeah, and I did post most of the a clip from about the SandCrawler on my blogcast page, my Facebook page, and more info and backstory on the SandCrawler on my blogcast page and Facebook page. So look for it. There we go. All right. So okay, it is. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeehaw! Boom. All right. Okay. So. All right. Yeah. The General Lee flying through the air there. Here's a bongo solo. All right. So yeah. Mm. All right. So yeah, we're having a good time tonight. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267 is Sunday, October 1st, 2023. Yeah, so I'm going to reiterate tonight. We've got a good craft beer going, good cigar, good company by Crown Royal Vanilla. Mm, 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 All right. I'm going to reiterate tonight that this Big Jim Blogcast Live, we're not spam. Like us, share it, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. And I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, John Denver groups, all the craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, like John Denver, Dukes of Hazzard, Jake Roberts groups, right on. So I'm glad you're following us tonight. Yeah, got a good cigar here going. It is Monte Cristo Habana. And accompanying that with my craft beer for tonight, Crown Royal Vanilla. Good combo here. So yeah. All right. So yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, there we go. All right. Craft beer for tonight. It is called Holy Roller. There's the can. I've got their glass. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. No unpleasant aftertaste. Go down smoothly. Good spring, summer, and fall beer. Good back deck barbecue beer. Back deck barbecue. You can take it to the beach. Yeah. Now you give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw it a number. So, top it up a little bit there. All right. So yeah, and Toboggan Brewing Company, right in London, Ontario, Canada. Looks like we've got a good winner here tonight. So yeah. All right. So anyways, tonight. All right. So as we get to, all right. So anyways, now. All right, so we've got, hold on. Oh, wait a minute here. All right, I got to, all right, so anyways, there we go. All right, so, yeah. Yeehaw! The General Lee flying through the air. All right, so, So, all right, as we get to, we have Rockstar plane crashes here tonight. So, it was October 12th, 1997. That John Denver, Mr. Denver, would embark on his last plane ride ever. Now, he was 53 at the time. Okay, 1997 to 2007, 2017, 2018, 19, 20, 21. 26 years ago. This was 26 years ago, in October 12th, 1997. All right, that Mr. Denver. He was age 53. Fuck, I'm 53 right now. He in a plane. He dies in a plane crash while piloting a light plane that he bought, and had but he had a revoked pilot's license. It was an experimental plane. Right away, no, don't do that. Let professionals put together your plane. He put this plane together himself. Now, the background here. He all right. So anyways, okay. So, all right. Here's another picture. Standing there, all smiles and everything. There we go. He had bought an experimental easy Rutan easy plane made by somebody else from a kit. Oh, sorry, he didn't put it together. He made it. made by somebody else from a kit. Now, John Denver was an experienced pilot with over 2,700 hours of experience, but he was not legally permitted to fly at the time. So, wow. Some celebrity asked me to get on with a plane with them. No, I'm not going to, dude. I don't want to be a statistic. So, yeah. He was not legally permitted to fly at the time of his crash because he had a number of drunk driving arrests in previous years. In 1996, the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, learned that Denver had failed to stay sober and stay away from alcohol, and they revoked his they revoked his medical certification. But his accident was not influenced by alcohol use. The leading cause of the accident was John Denver couldn't switch fuel tanks during flight. Oh my God! And that became the fatal flaw. Now, witnesses to the crash said the plane had an altitude. Okay, the plane had an altitude between 350 and 500 feet off the Monterey Bay cliffs. So here we go. All right, so my fist is a cliff here, and witnesses heard a loud pop and backfire, and the plane went wham down into a steep nosedive descent in the rocky coastline. And as you can imagine, it killed John Denver. The plane landed on Denver. Officials had to scoop him up, and he was identified by his dental records. Like, imagine it wasn't a pretty sight. Like, I mean, local wildlife got to his body before the coroners did, the necessary authorities did, but they had to scrape him up off the rock, parts of him. This was pretty gruesome, dude. Like, this was pretty gruesome, as you can imagine. The plane, whoa, boom, there we go. And that was all it. Like, I mean, if John hadn't flown that day, he would have survived. And I posted more of the results of the crash on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. Yeah, gross. I mean, that was just what a way to die. Like, I mean, holy shit. So, on a lighter note, people learn from his mistakes. You let professionals put together a plane for you. And if I was John Denver, I would have watched people put it together. Top-notch people, the best people money can buy. And and then go out with something. If you had your license revoked, come on, really? Common sense does dictate that. Not against this isn't a slight against John Denver, but I think he should have known better. So, yeah. I did post more of the crash, more information on the crash on my blogcast page. So, all right. All right. So, good cigar there. And it, it is shocking because he was 53 years old at the time. It happened 26 years ago, this October 12th. If that were me, I would have had the best professionals money could buy put together the plane for me. I would watch them. And if I had my pilot's license revoked, I would go up with somebody who was more experienced than me because, I like breathing and I like being in one piece altogether. So, anyways, cheers to Mr. Denver, wherever you are tonight. Cheers to you, sir. But imagine having to scrape a body up from the coastline after wildlife has gotten to it and identifying it from its dental records only. So, but that was a major miscalculation in judgment for Mr. Denver. So, boom. All right. So as we get to... All right. So, Patui. Good cigar there. Boom. All right. And you know what? All right. This. Yeehaw! So another thing I failed to touch on during my Dukes, all Dukes of Hazzard, things I learned watching the Dukes of Hazzard. If you jump a car, um, it'll come out intact. Nothing's going to happen to it. So, and you can also survive that jump too. Car crashes are fun, kids. So no, they're not. So trust me, no, they're not. So, anyways, yeah. All right. All right. So yeah. On a lighter note, we do have our classic album for tonight. We've got like an evening with John Denver. All right. It was all right. So, anyways, yeah. Now, this was released in February of 1975. It's got it's a double album disc set, double album set, 2 albums. It's an evening with John Denver. It's John Denver's first live album. This was released in February of 1975. This was recorded at the Universal Amphitheater in Los Angeles, California, between August and September of 1974. John Denver's manager, Milton Oken, was the producer for the album. John Denver was backed by an orchestra conducted by Lise Holdridge. The band, you had John Denver on vocals and 6 and 12 string guitar. Dick Niss is on bass. Herb Laurel. Let's see. Oh yeah. So, anyways, yeah. As I'm reading this, Dick Niss on bass, Steve Weisberg on lead guitar, pedal steel drum guitar, John Summers on rhythm guitar, banjo, fiddle, mandolin, percussion, or Herb Lavelle on drums, and legendary drummer, session drummer Hal Blaine on percussion. So yeah. Now you got songs. Side A, all the music is Your Farewell, Andromeda, Mother Nature's Son, Summer Today, Saturday Night in Toledo, Ohio. Side B, you had Rocky Mountain Suite, Matthew, Sweet Surrender, Grandma's Featherbed, Annie's Song, Eagle and the Hawk. Side 3, you had My Sweet Lady, Annie's Other Song, Boy from the Country, Rhymes and Reasons, Forest Lawn. Side D was my favorite. It had Picking the Sun Down, Thank God I'm a Country Boy, Take Me Home, Country Roads, Rhymes and Reasons, Poems, Prayers, and Promises, Rocky Mountain High, and This Old Guitar. This album peaked at the U.S. Billboard Country Album Chart at number 1, and number 7 on the U.S. Billboard 200 Album Chart. So, lively, entertaining. Get a chance, pick this album up tonight if you're a huge John Denver fan. I posted Thank God I'm a Country Boy, Country Roads, Take Me Home, Annie's Song. What else? Rocky Mountain High on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. It's a great album. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to see this, I saw this in Goodwill. So here's there's the Goodwill sticker on the back there. So yeah, I picked it up. Thank God, well, life, no harm. Thank God I'm a country boy. I don't want to I'm leery of repeating the lyrics here because I don't want to get nailed for copyright. So, anyways, yeah. So there you go. An Evening with John Denver, classic. So, all right. And I did post those Take Me Home, Country Roads, Thank God I'm a Country Boy, Rocky Mountain High, Annie Song on my Facebook page and my Blogcast page. So yeah, boom. All right, bongo solo there. Yeehaw! Da-da-da-da. General Lee flying through the air there. All right, so yeah. All right. It is Sunday, October 1st, 2023. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. Just relight that cigar there. All right. All right. So yeah. Excuse me. Good cigar there is a Monte Cristo Habana Cuban cigar. It's by it's from the Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Accompanying that, I've got my Crown Royal Vanilla. Really good. Good combo tonight. And our craft beer for tonight. Oh, yeah. Craft beer for tonight. It is called Holy Roller by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this for the very first time tonight. So far, and I've got their glass here. So far, so good. So, yeah, there's a Toboggan Brewing Company. Damn good beer. This is a really great beer. It's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Spring, summer, and fall beer. Good back deck, barbecue, beach beer. It's a good, holy shit. I can't believe this. Trying it for the very first time tonight. I'm going to top it up. Let's see. Definite do again. And if you, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you want to throw out a number, feel free to do so, or see if it matches up with mine later on. Feel free to do so. So, yeah. All right. So, all right. Yeehaw! Down. All right. So, all right. So, okay, I want to reiterate tonight, everybody, that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version, like us, share up, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. There's your podcast too. There we go. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. And I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups tonight. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. All the retro, all the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups tonight. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, John Denver groups. All the craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi. All the pro wrestling groups, all the blogspot groups, all the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's. John Denver, Dukes of Hazzard, Jake Roberts, right on. So, all right. Yeehaw! All right. The General Lee flying through the air there. All right. So, okay. All right. So now we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. It is called This Week in Van Halen History. All right, people. And this is from September 25th to October 1st. Now, September 25th, 1986, David Lee Roth plays the Civic Center Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. September 25th, 2009, Chickenfoot plays the Greek Theater in Berkeley, California. September 26th, 1986, David Lee Roth plays the Cobo Arena in Detroit, Michigan. September 26th, 1995, Van Halen plays the Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. September 27th, 2011, Chickenfoot releases 3 with an online performance from TRI Studios. September 27th, 2017, Sammy Hagar and the Circle play the Zoo Amphitheater in Toledo, Ohio. September 28th, 1984, The Wildlife is a film scored by Eddie Van Halen, is released. September 28th, 2004, Van Halen plays the SBC Arena in San Antonio, Texas. September 29th, 1986, David Lee Roth releases the Spanish version of Eat 'em and Smile. September 29th, 1981, Van Halen plays the Sports Arena in San Diego, California. December 30th, 1984, Sammy Hagar plays Roberts Stadium in Evansville, Indiana. October 1st, 2007, Van Halen play Wachovia Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And October 1st, 2021, David Lee Roth releases the song Low Res Sunset. And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. All right. So, oh yeah, bongo solo for that. All right. Boom. Okay. So, Mm. Mm. I'm going to cube the Rubick one more time tonight, and then I'm going to rate the beer. So, okay. So, anyways, I'm going to take this out of its holster. All right. So, yeah, here we go. All right. So, anyways, really, there we go. Big Jims Blogcast live coffee mug. Suitable for those, like, mornings. All right. It's third and final time tonight. I'm going to try and get the full blue side on 20 turns. So, bongo roll. All right. So here we go. 20 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And did I get that? No, I did not. I did not get that. So so let me tell you what's going to happen here. I'm going to, in my last blogcast on December, last week of December, I'm going to take a bit of a break in the midweek of November. I will tear this apart on air, and I will restore it to all full colors on all 9 sides. So you can hold me to that. So here we go. So yeah. So all right, and I'm going to keep doing this until I get a full blue side or a full color. So there we go. Put that back right there. All right. So all right. So this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267, Sunday, October 1st, 2023. I'm going to remind everybody, before I rate the beer, that this blogcast is not spam. The audio, like us, share, subscribe to us. That this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms which you podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. All the, like, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. All the, like, pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, John Denver groups. Craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blog groups. All the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, John Denver, Dukes of Hazzard, Jake Roberts. There you go. Yeah, so, all right. I'm going to rate the beer in a couple of minutes here. Good cigar. I'm going to get out good cigar there. Yeah, so let's see. All right, so my final thoughts. I'm going to give my final thoughts on this beer. All right. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, yeah. All right. So anyways, all right, hold on here a sec. Good cigar. All right, do a bongo solo before that. Boom. All right, and yeehaw. All right, so my final thoughts on this beer. All right, so if anybody wants to throw in a number, feel free to do so. This is the Holy Roller. It's by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. And like I said, I was trying this for the very first time tonight. Really good, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. A portion of these sales, if you buy this beer, a portion of these sales will go to help Canadian veterans. Supporting our Canadian veterans. I'm going to top it up. Right to the top there. Good spring, summer, and fall beer. A little bit of a winter beer, too. Well, fuck it. You know what? It's an all-round beer. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. And when I do these reviews, I don't go, well, it's very fancy, very tasting, highbrow. No, I go with my gut on it. And yeah, my final thoughts of this beer, it is like a good all year round beer, good back deck beer, good like barbecue, beach, when you're with your buddies. Top it up. There we go. Full. Yeah, so what am I going to do? What am I going to do here? I've thought long and hard on this. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I gave it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Holy Roller. Holy Roller by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. This is definite do again. Definite, definite, definite. So all good all year round beer. Good, great tasting beer. No unpleasant aftertaste. It's good back deck beer. Good barbecue beer. Good like beach beer. On the patio or the back deck with your buddies, with your friends. Yeah, all year round beer. 10 out of 10. So there we go. All right, I have spoken. There we go. If you're ever in London, Ontario, Canada, go by the Toboggan Brewing Company and go get Holy Roller. Yeah, damn good beer. All right, so, all right. I gotta let them know. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So here we go. Enter. All right. Yeah. Fuck. All right. So, anyways, there we go. All right. So, yeah. All right. Yeehaw! All right, and that deserves a bongo solo in itself. So, boom. All right. So, oops. Okay. Whoa. Didn't want that to happen there. All right. So yeah, 10 out of 10 on the beer. All right. All right. So I'm going to give you my inspirational, motivational quote tonight. Take time to laugh. It is the singing that helps with life's loads. I'll repeat that again. Take time to laugh. It is the singing that helps with life's loads, and that's by Unknown. So, all right. There's your motivational, inspirational quote for the night. Right on. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. Like, love. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, all right. As we close this out, all right. So, a lot of people have been asking me about T-shirts. So, yeah, T-shirts. If you want a T-shirt like mine, and I've sent a few of them out. So, all right. So, if you want a T-shirt like mine, or here's the, or in the classic design. They are $35. That includes shipping and handling. It takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. You give me e-transfer or money order. You tell me, you inbox me on Big Jims Blogcast Live or my regular Facebook page, and you tell me what design you want, whether it be like a baseball jersey like mine, or like these plain white, or or a tank top, or the classic version which you see here in these, and I will do my best to get that out of you. These are $35, shipping and handling included, and I'll do my best to get that out to you. 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. All right, so yeah, there are the T-shirts. If you want one like mine, or like any other design, just inbox me and just say, hey, with a money transfer, e-transfer, or money order, and I'll do my best to get that out to you. Which I have like. Which a few people have told me they love their shirts. Great shirts. All right, boom, boom. And for the last time tonight, yeehaw! As we put the Dukes of Hazzard to bed. All right. So, anywho, all right, people. That's it for me. Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 267. Sunday, October 1st, 2023. We gave Holy Roller a 10 out of 10 by the Toboggan Brewing Company in London, Ontario, Canada. We cubed the Rubick. Birthday shout-outs: Bernell Gerber, Shelley Acton, Shen Brecken, Lori Kelly, Paul Staniforth, Justin Hayes, Cindy Brown, Kim Jackson, Shannon Van Valkenburg, Vicky Laybourne, Greg Greer, Ryan Brown, Matt Burgess, Tony Vanderzoo, Kat McFadden, Teresa Burke. We did countdowns, local events. We talked about the Blogcast, or the classic movie Oh God, starring George Burns from 1977. The final season ever of Dukes of Hazzard. Part 2 on Jake the Snake Roberts. Star Wars SandCrawlers, Rockstar Plane Crashes, John Denver. Classic albums, An Evening with John Denver. This week in Van Halen history. Our inspirational motivational quote, Take Time to Laugh. It is the singing that helps with life loads. Our t-shirts. Plus, one last time tonight, like us, share, subscribe to us. Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms, which is the podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shout out if you're watching the Sarnia and Fort Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal. John Denver, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars. Star Wars, Sci-Fi, Pro Wrestling, Blogspot. Classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's. John Denver, Dukes of Hazzard. Jake the Snake Roberts. And yeah. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 267, Sunday, October 1st, 2023. You will see me next weekend, so cheers, everyone. 10 out of 10 on this beer. Holy Roller by the Toboggan Brewing Company at London, Ontario, Canada. Damn good beer. All right, people. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Try to. So, I know I will. I have tomorrow off. So, all right. Yeah. One final bongo solo. Boom. All right, people. Have a good one. And I will see you next weekend. For Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, I'm Jim. So, cheers, everyone, and be good. And I will see you definitely next weekend, either on the Sunday or the Monday. It's a holiday weekend here in Canada. Next weekend's Thanksgiving. So, cheers, everyone. All right. Boom. See you next weekend. Goodbye.